Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we start?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
What we have learned yesterday about? What is given from the aphorism number 36 to 43? What topic we have read yesterday?
Dissimilar meditation.
Two dissimilar diseases meets together in the body, then what happens? There are three
Yes.
conditions that
Yes.
we learned. First one, if the two dissimilar diseases, that is the newer one is the weaker than the older one.
Hmm.
The second condition that both the older newer diseases is stronger than the older one.
Hmm.
Third condition is both dissimilar diseases are equally strength.
And they forms complex disease.
They form complex
Complex
disease. Yes.
disease.
Correct. What happened in the first condition? What happens in the first condition?
Older
That is
one
the newer
repel.
disease is the weaker than the older disease. So older disease repelled it, means newer disease gets repelled by the older one,
Okay.
and it's not get affect, means it's not showing its effect,
Hmm.
its effect, and
Shivan, एक minute. Alisha, what happened in the second condition? Vaishnavi Wagmare, what happened in the second condition?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened in the second condition?
Yes, ma'am. The new dissimilar disease is stronger than the older one. The patient is originally labored
Hmm.
uh, and by the weaker disease,
Hmm.
and the older disease will be kept back or suspended back until the newer disease run its course
Hmm.
and or has been cured,
Right,
and the older one reappears uncured.
right. Urvi, what happened in the third case?
Yes, ma'am.
Give me the answer. Shweta Patil, what happens in the third case? What is the third condition?
Ma'am, the both diseases are equally powerful.
Hmm. Powerful word is not there. They are both are
Same equally means
strength.
no one is weak.
So what will happen?
Means they will form the natural internal law, nature's internal law.
What is nature internal law?
Mm, means both will resist in an same body, and
Hmm.
they will means both they will harm means harm both organs, means one out on skin, one on a lung or etc.
Hmm.
Otherwise both will cause the disease.
Hmm. What is this
In
internal law then that you said now?
means that disease will means that both the means both the that weaker means both that
Who will give the answer? Srinivas?
Ma'am, can I? Tuba.
No, wait. Srinivas?
Yes, ma'am.
Give the answer.
Hello.
Give.
Third possibility.
Hmm.
There is a there are in the body there are two equal strength of disease forms.
Hmm.
By that there is a complex diseases form.
Hmm. What is complex disease? How it is formed?
A group of it means more than one more than one dissimilar diseases. The complex diseases form.
What will happen then if the complex disease form? Who will give the answer?
Ma'am, can I?
Who is Gayatri? Who is Gayatri? Hmm. Huh? Acha. Anjali. Your voice is not audible. Nikita. What is the third condition? Pranjali.
Yes, ma'am.
What is third condition?
Ma'am, both the, ma'am, both the diseases of similar strength are appear in the body. Both are neither repel each other or neither suspend each other. They remains in the body and form the complex disease.
Okay. Then what will happen further if the complex disease form? Nikita. Ja.
Yes, ma'am.
Bolo answer.
Ma'am, the
Who will give the answer? What will happen if the complex disease form in the body?
ma'am, can I?
Huh.
Ma'am,
Thuba. Thuba. Huh.
Ma'am, if two dissimilar diseases meet in the same body of equal strength, they will neither repel each other nor suspend each other because दोनों का जो मतलब they both of them are stronger, so they can't, one cannot suspend each other, one cannot repel each other. When they both meets in the body, what they do, they make a negotiation कि भाई हम दोनों यही body में रहेंगे, तू अपना part ले ले जो तेरे को ज्यादा suitable हो, मैं मेरा part ले लेता हूँ, and they both will stay in the body and act on their particular or specific organ or any part which is more specific for them, and they will stay in the body and harm the body. And similarly, Dr. Henneman says if a allopath gives a dissimilar medicine to the disease, which medicine is dissimilar to the disease, then what happens? The patient get gift from the doctor that from getting better, मतलब उसकी तबीयत अच्छे होने से बजाय और खराब हो जाएगी because he is getting two diseases in the same body.
Correct.
And it will form a complex disease. This complex disease can cause many more complications in the body, and the मतलब जो percentage cure होने का होता है वो नहीं हो पाएगा because according to the eternal law of nature, कोई भी dissimilar चीज एक दूसरे को cure नहीं कर सकती है because the law is only the similar and the stronger thing can cure.
Yes, correct. Good. What is given in the aphorism number 43? Anybody?
Ma'am, can I?
Mention your name.
Ma'am, Tuba.
Nahi. Anyone else? Hey, who is this Oppo A5s? Anybody else? What is given in the aphorism number 33? What happened when 43? What happened when the similar diseases are made together? 43. What will happen if the two similar diseases join together?
if two similar diseases meet together and that the similar disease is stronger one is added, means that the second one similar disease is stronger, then in such cases we can see the cure can take place by the operations of nature, and we can learn from that condition that how man ought to cure, means cure is takes place. Then
Yes.
the similar stronger similar diseases are meet together in the body.
Yes, so we have seen the three conditions for dissimilar diseases, and after that we have seen that what happen when the two similar diseases are meet together. Now in the aphorism number 44, again the same thing he has repeated, when this similar diseases, when they are meet together, then there will be a neither repel, or there will be a no repulsion from each other, nor they will suspend each other, and so that the old one shall return after one has written its course. So this will not happen when the two similar diseases are meet together. Just as little can two similar diseases exist besides each other in the same organism or together to form a double complex disease. So what they are doing, they are together will form a double complex disease, and then they will cure one another. There will be a no repulsion, there will be a no suspension, but they will form together they will form a double complex disease, and ultimately the patient will get cured. Now in the aphorism number 45, no two diseases differing, it is true, in kind but very similar to their phenomena and effects, and in the suffering and symptoms they are severely produced, invariably annihilate one another where they meet together in organism. So here there is a modus operandi of the two similar diseases when they are meet together. So what they will do, they will annihilate one another, they will decreases the effect of the symptoms and the sufferings. The stronger disease namely annihilate the weaker. So who is the stronger here and who is the weaker here?
Your similar disease is the stronger than the older similar disease.
Yes, so the weaker and the stronger phenomena will come here, and then they will overpower the weaker one. The simple reason, because the stronger morbific power, when it invades the system by reason of its similarity of action, involves precisely the same part of the organism that were previously affected by a weaker morbid irritation, which consequently can no longer act on these parts, but they extinguish. So what they are doing, the simple reason, yani why they are curing one another, there is a one simple reason, and what is that? कि the stronger hai, the natural disease that is acting, it is more stronger. Second reason is they are more similar, and that's why the weaker affection or the weaker morbid irritation, we consequently no longer will act on the human body or on that part, but it will get extinguished. The new similar but stronger morbific potency control the feelings of the patient, and hence the life principle on account of peculiarity can no longer feel the weaker similar, which becomes extinguished, exist no longer, and hence जो natural disease वो patient को हुआ था, because the potency in our hand, we can increase or decrease the potency of the medicine, and in this way we are generating a new disease, artificial disease, which is stronger. It will overpower the weaker disease. So वहाँ पे क्या होगा? The life principle will be free from that natural disease. It will extinguish. It will not exist for the more time. For it was never anything material, but it is a dynamic. If you are considering the dynamic cause, if you are giving the potentized medicine, nothing will be remain behind. The material cause is not there, but the cause is the dynamic, which is the spirit life. The life principle henceforth is affected only, and this but temporarily, by the new similar but stronger morbific potency. So these vital force, though there is a formation of the double complex disease, but the conclusion, but the destiny is a very good of this life principle. That life principle will be free from this two diseases, natural disease as well as the artificial disease, because we are giving a proper potency to the patient. We are giving a stronger disease and we are giving the similar disease to the patient, and hence by the eternal law of nature that is given in the aphorism number 26, a weaker dynamic affection is permanently extinguished by a stronger one. So we are following that law and hence we are getting the result. The disease is get cured. So this is the modus operandi of how the disease, that is artificial disease, that is forming inside the body with a proper potency dose. So this is the modus operandi for that. Okay, they will annihilate, they will extinguish, and the life principle will be henceforth free from that double complex disease. So if you want to draw a flow chart, how it will be: a natural disease, then medicine, we have prescribed the medicine with a proper potency. The medicine will act on your body. It will produce a similar but stronger disease. There is a formation of double complex disease, but as the medicine is similar and somewhat stronger than the natural disease, that stronger disease will overpower the natural disease, and finally the life principle will be free from that double complex disease. And in this way there will be a no suspension, no repulsion, no complex disease will be formed when you are giving similar artificial disease or you are giving a potentized medicine to the patient, because we are not considering material organism as a cause. We are considering the dynamic thing as a cause, and hence we are giving potentized medicine. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Any query?
Yes, ma'am.
Any query?
No,
No.
ma'am.
So as he has given the examples for the dissimilar diseases, similarly, he has also given the examples for the similar diseases. Who will read 46 aphorism? Because these are examples, so we can take one by one. Who will read 46 aphorism?
Ma'am, can
Mention your name.
Anjali.
Okay, read.
Many examples might be adduced of diseases which, in the course of nature, have been homeopathically cured by other diseases presenting similar symptoms, were it not necessary, as our object is to speak about something determinate and indubitable, to confine our attention solely to those few diseases which are invariably the same, arise from a fixed mechanism, and hence merit a distinct name. पुढे पण वाचा ना.
पुढे एक्झाम्पल्स आहेत नाही का? बरं, आपण पहिले याचं डिस्कशन करून घेऊ आणि मग पुढचं मी तुला परत सांगेल वाचायला. ओके, थँक्यू. सो many examples might be adduced. That means many example we can give in which the nature also cure. That means the disease is curing without any medicine. So nature is curing that type of disease, but how it is curing? Homeopathically. That is by forming similar and a stronger disease. And the same thing is given that have been cured by the nature by producing the similar symptoms. Where it is not necessary, as our object is to speak about something determinate and indubitable. Indubitable means what? Indubitable means what? There is no doubt in it. There is no confusion in it. So when the nature is curing the automatically the disease, that means it produces similar symptoms and the cure will be there. There is no question in that. To confine our attention solely to those few diseases which are invariably the same, arise from the fixed mechanism, and hence the merit is distant name. they are producing from the same myzome, because we are considering the myzome also whenever we are giving the medicine. If you are having the symptoms or the psoric symptoms, then we will not give you the psychotic myzome or the psychotic antipsychotic remedy. We are giving the medicine according to the myzomes, and hence they can cure one another. This is our merit. Clear? So nature can cure the diseases by producing the similar symptoms, and when the similar symptoms are there, there is no doubt that there will be a cure. And the second reason is that the mysomes are the fix, or the mysomes are same, and hence the patient get the cure when the similar diseases are meet together in a one organism. Read, Anjali.
Yes, ma'am. Among these, the smallpox, so dreaded on account of the great number of its serious symptoms, occupies a prominent position, and it has removed and cured a number of maladies with similar symptoms.
So he has given the example of smallpox. So the smallpox nowadays अभी वो eradicate हो गया है पूरी तरह से smallpox. एक भी patient अभी नहीं है smallpox का, not in India, even not in other countries, because it is eradicated completely by using the vaccine. So this smallpox, if there is a smallpox, then it is having the serious symptoms, and the smallpox will occupy a prominent position inside the body. But if you want to remove it, if you want to cure it, like other maladies also you want to clear, like that of the smallpox, you have to given a medicine which will have the similar symptoms. How frequently does smallpox will produce violent ophthalmia, sometimes even causing blindness? So these are the complications of smallpox if the medicine is not proper. So it will increase in intensity and it will affect your eyes. The second example is amaurosis. After 2 years duration, consequent a suppressed scald head was perfectly cured by it. So the amaurosis था वो patient को, but consequently because of taking the other medicine वो suppress हो गया, and suppression होने के बाद उसके बाल भी झड़ने लगे वो patient को without any cure. So this is happening when the dissimilar diseases are meeting together. लेकिन यहाँ पे पहला डिसीज क्योर करने के लिए इफ द सिमिलर मेडिसिन दी होती, सो ये जो हेड था वो उसमें प्रॉब्लम नहीं आता. How often does smallpox cause deafness and dyspnea? And both these chronic diseases are removed by itching its apnea. So the deafness and dyspnea, if it is produced by the smallpox, that means these are the chronic diseases. It is not get cured by the allopathic medicines. Swellings of testicle, even of a very severe character, is a frequent symptom of the smallpox. So he has given here all the complications of the smallpox, and on this account it was enabled to cure. As the complication increases, the difficult to cure, yesterday we have seen that is a third type of in the classification of disease of chronic disease. Okay? If the disease which is formed by the allopathic medicine, that we called it as a artificial diseases, and the artificial diseases, they are get so complicated. We have seen here blindness may be there, ophthalmia may be there, or the swelling of testicle may be there. So if the complications are developed because of the not giving the proper treatment to the patient, then these complications are very much difficult to cure. Smallpox coming on after vaccination as well as on account of greater strength as it great similarity at once removes entirely the cowpox homeopathically. So those are get vaccination from the smallpox, they will not have the cowpox, because these two diseases are similar and they will overpower with each other and does not permit to come to the maturity. But on the other hand, cowpox when near the maturity does, on account of great similarity homeopathically, diminish very much the supervening smallpox and make it much milder. So this is the observation by the Murphy. The patient who has taken the vaccine for the smallpox, उनको cowpox कभी भी नहीं हुआ. because the homeopathically disease यानी similar and stronger disease था उसके body में, the antibodies are not allow the cowpox to act on the body. The inoculated cowpox, whose lymph, besides the protective matter, contains a contagion of general cutaneous eruption of other nature, consisting of usually small dry pimples resting on the small red areola, frequently conjoined with the round red cutaneous spot, often accompanied with a violent itching rash appear not a few children several days before, more frequently however after the red areola of the cowpox goes off in a few days, having behind a small red hard spot on the skin, the inoculated cowpox. So again he has given that if someone is having the antibodies for the one disease, the similar disease will not be act on that particular body, and for that he has given the example of cowpox and the smallpox. So एक का वैक्सीनेशन ले लिया है स्मॉल पॉक्स का, तो वहां पे काउपॉक्स नहीं होगा. अब काउपॉक्स के जो सिम्टम्स है, दैट इज अ फीवर या फिर अदर सिम्टम्स, वो भी वहां पे नहीं होंगे. सिमिलरली मीजल्स का एक दूसरा एग्जांपल दिया है. द मीजल बेयर अ स्ट्रॉन्ग रिजेम्बलेंस इन द कैरेक्टर ऑफ इट्स फीवर एंड कफ to the whooping cough, and hence it will be a Boscaline 15. Notice there is an epidemic where both these diseases are prevalent. The children who took the measles, they remain free from the whooping cough, because in the measles also the cough is there, and hence those are having the measles, they will not get affected by the whooping cough because of the similar nature of the diseases, and the measles are stronger than the whooping cough, and hence that children didn't have any whooping cough. If, however, the measles come in contact with the disease resembling the chief complaint, measles के साथ कोई भी दूसरा भी skin eruptions आते हैं, then they will not act. The measles will overpower them. A chronic hepatic eruptions was entirely and permanently cured by breaking out the measles. So measles अगर जो patient को है ना उसको whooping cough होगा ना हुआ था, and now not the herpetic eruptions. So they are get protected from these diseases. They were observed at that time because the measles are more stronger. Either by vaccination से भी हो सकता है, या फिर if the measles develop, there will be no formation of the whooping cough, or there will be a no formation of the herpetic eruptions. So in this way he has explained how the similar diseases, when they meet together, they will cure one another. The another stronger disease will not be act or will not be remain inside the body of the patient. Now in the aphorism number 47, nothing could teach the physician is a plainer and more convincing manner than the above what kind of artificial morbific agent he ought to choose in order to cure a sure, rapid and permanent manner conformably with the process that takes place in nature. So at the end he said that now the physician has to attain, now physician has to look for their medicines and to the nature, that now it is convincing ki when the similar diseases to meet together, when you are giving the similar morbific agent, they will cure, and that cure is sure, rapid and permanent. It will not causes any repulsion, this will not causes any suspension, and there will be no formation of the complex disease. So by giving the above examples, that is from the aphorism number 43 to 46, he has explained the modus operandi of the stronger disease. Then by giving the certain examples also he has explained कि when the two diseases which are similar and stronger, the artificial disease which is produced by the potentized medicine, then there the cure is sure, rapid and permanent. So this is a convincing proof he is giving to us as well as to the medical field. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now in the aphorism number 48, again he has explained the same thing. Neither in the course of nature, as we see from all above examples, nor by the physician's art, can existing affection or malady in one instance by remove by dissimilar morbific agent. So अभी यहाँ पे उन्होंने कहा है कि the nature ने भी dissimilar disease को cure नहीं किया है and the physicians art भी वहाँ पे काम नहीं कर रहा है. If the dissimilar morbific agent अगर आप patient को दे रहे हो, the nature will not cure. Even the physician art, physician को कितनी भी knowledge रहे, but there will be a no cure. Be it ever so strong, dissimilar disease कितना भी strong रहे, लेकिन what we require similar disease and we require the stronger disease, and hence according to the eternal law the cure will be there. Dissimilar disease कितने भी आए, कितने भी वो stronger रहे as compared to the natural disease, but the sure, rapid and permanent cure अगर चाहिए, so we have to follow this eternal law of nature. In the aphorism number 49, we should have been able to meet with many more real, natural, homeopathic cure of this kind. If on one hand, the attention of the observer had been more directed to them, and on the other hand, if the nature had not been so deficient, is helpful to the homeopathic diseases. So again, he is giving the advice to the allopathy or to the old school, ki look at the nature, attend the patient carefully. Nature also curing the certain diseases by producing the stronger and a similar disease. So please pay attention to the nature and as well as the homeopathic medicines, how they are acting, how they are good, and hence this will helpful to cure the disease. Even the nature is also curing the disease by the same way. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now this aphorism number 50, it is again the important aphorism, because during the Viva they will ask what is given in the aphorism number 50, what is given in the aphorism number 43. ये जो main aphorisms है that you have to be learn कि 43 में क्या दिया है कि the similar diseases are meet together. And what is given in the aphorism number 50 कि mighty nature जो है, mighty means what? It is the intelligent nature. So intelligent जो nature है that can cure the diseases, but वहाँ पे क्योर कैसे हो रहा है? नॉट बाय प्रोड्यूसिंग द डिसिमिलर डिसीज बट बाय प्रोड्यूसिंग द सिमिलर डिसीज. तो कोई कोई डिसीजेस अपने आप में ठीक हो जाएंगे. द नेचर विल क्योर इट विदाउट गिविंग द आर्टिफिशियल मॉर्बिफिकेशन, बट द फैक्टर इज सेम, सिमिलर एंड स्ट्रॉन्गर. डिसिमिलर अगर है तो वहाँ पे क्योर नहीं होगा. Mighty nature herself has, as we see, at her command as instrument of effecting homeopathic cure little besides the miasmatic disease of constant character. So we are not talking about here the miasmatic diseases. We are talking about the acute diseases such as measles, itching, smallpox, cough, coryza. So if they are cured by the nature, the cure is happening only by the similar disease. Measles, smallpox, morbification as a remedies, as either for the dangerous to life and more dreaded than the disease they cure. They themselves require curing in order to eradicate in their turn both circumstances that they make their employment as a homeopathic remedies difficult, uncertain and dangerous. So if you are giving the other medicines, dissimilar medicines, then it is very difficult to cure. It is very uncertain whether the cure will be there or not, and that will be a more dangerous to the patient. And how few diseases are there to which man is subject that find a similar medicine in the smallpox, measles and itch. So it is very simple to find out the similar medicine for the measles, for the itch or for the smallpox. Hence, in the course of nature, very few maladies can be cured by these uncertain and hazardous homeopathic remedies, and the cure may be instrumentally also attained with a danger and much difficulty. So if the nature is curing these diseases, just like our medicine, it is producing the similar disease. Otherwise, it will be a more danger and more difficult to cure. For this reason, that the doses of the morbific power cannot diminish according to the circumstances as the doses of medicine can. लेकिन इसमें दूसरा प्रॉब्लम क्या है, the nature अगर क्योर कर रही है तो वहां पे डोजेज और पोटेंसी ये कुछ भी नहीं आएगा. देन नेचुरली स्मॉल पॉक्स को, अगर स्मॉल पॉक्स हुआ है वो पेशेंट को, सो देयर विल बी अ काउ पॉक्स या फिर मीजल्स होंगे, they are having the same character, they will overpower each other. लेकिन वहां पे आप पोटेंसी नहीं दे सकते हो बिकॉज वो अपने आप हो रहा है. सो दैट इज द difficult thing. But the patient afflicted with an analogous remedy of long standing must be subjected to the entire dangerous and tedious disease, to entire disease of smallpox, measles, which in turns has to be cured. So patient को relief मिल रहा है by the nature, but that nature is also producing the similar and the stronger disease. And yet, as it is seen, we can point of some striking homeopathic cures effected by the lucky concurrence. So this is a lucky concurrence. This is by chance this is occur. कि स्मॉल पॉक्स है तो वहां पे लकीली काउ पॉक्स हो गया एंड अ पेशेंट गेट क्योर. मीजल्स है तो लकीली वहां पे इचिंग हो गया पेशेंट को एंड अ पेशेंट गेट क्योर. सो ऑल मेनी incontrovertible proof of great the sole therapeutic law of nature that obtained in them cure by symptoms only. So nature भी cure कर रही है कुछ कुछ diseases को without taking the medicine, but this is happening according to the symptoms similarity. This is happening because of the therapeutic law of nature. So by chance भी अगर आपका कोई disease ठीक हो जाता है, so this is happening only because of formation of the similar and a stronger disease. So this is the way by which the nature also curing the diseases by producing similar and stronger disease, not by dissimilar and a stronger disease. So in this way, this completes what happened when the similar diseases are meet together. So from aphorism number 43 to aphorism number 50, we have to write down these 7 aphorisms for what happened when the similar diseases are meet together. So nature also doing the same procedure which is given in the aphorism number 50. So it is also following the therapeutic law of nature, and hence the cure is obtained only by the symptoms similarity. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am. Other students?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ.
Ma'am.
Hmm.
इथे त्यांनी असं का म्हणलेलं आहे की अनसर्टन अँड हॅझर्डस होमिओपॅथिक रेमेडीज.
The way of treating is not just like the homeopathy. As we are giving the medicine, we are regulating the potency, we are regulating the dose. So ये सब कुछ जो काम है वो फिजिशियन को कभी कभी हजार्डस लगता है, तो इसलिए उन्होंने वर्ड किया है कि टू फाइंड आउट द मेडिसिन, टू फाइंड आउट द पोटेंसी. ये हजार्डस काम नहीं होगा, नेचर अपने आप क्योर कर देगी. Some physician, and that's
Okay.
why they are giving the allopathic medicines which are very easy to prescribe. So उल्टा उन्होंने बोला है कि वाई हजार्डस ये टीडियस वर्क करने की जरूरत नहीं है वो रेमेडी फाइंड आउट करने की. नेचर क्योर कर रही है, लेकिन नेचर कैसे क्योर कर रही है? बाय यूजिंग द सिमिलर मेडिसिन. सो वो दुसरे वे से उन्होंने शालजोडीतले मारले आहेत त्यांनी त्याच्यात.
हो हो हो.
Anyone else having any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, rejoin the meeting again after 5 minutes.
मॅम सगळ्यांचा